In the bustling halls of Crestview High, where designer bags and the latest gadgets were a student's social currency, Alara stood out for all the wrong reasons. Her clothes were always a little faded, her shoes worn, and she carried a plain, frayed canvas bag instead of the trendy backpacks her classmates flaunted. She was a ghost in the hallways, a silent observer, but that didn't stop the whispers. The most vocal were Liam and his friends, the so-called kings of the school. "Look at her," Liam would sneer, loud enough for Alara to hear. "Did she get that sweater from a thrift store? Or maybe a dumpster?" His friends would erupt in laughter, their cruel words like stones thrown at her. Alara would just lower her head, her cheeks burning, and hurry to her next class. One day in history class, Mr. Harrison announced a major group project. It was about local heroes, people who made a real difference in their community. And as fate would have it, Alara was grouped with Liam. Liam groaned dramatically. "Seriously? I have to work with her? This is going to be a disaster." Alara flinched but said nothing. After school, Liam reluctantly followed her. "So, where do you live?" "Let's just get this over with," he grumbled. They walked for what felt like miles to Liam, leaving the manicured lawns of his neighborhood far behind. They arrived at the entrance of a place he'd only ever heard of, the community care shelter. "You live here?" he asked, his voice a mix of shock and disgust. Alara nodded, her expression unreadable, and led him inside. The shelter wasn't what Liam expected. It was clean, warm, and filled with the low hum of conversations and children's laughter. An elderly woman greeted Alara with a huge smile. "Alara, sweetie, back from school?" A little boy ran up and hugged Alara's legs. "Ellie, you promised to read to me." Alara's face transformed. The shy, withdrawn girl from school was gone, replaced by someone radiant and full of warmth. "I will, Leo, just as soon as I finish my homework," she promised, ruffling his hair. For the next hour, Liam watched in stunned silence as Alara moved through the shelter. She helped kids with their homework, served dinner to residents, and listened patiently to an elderly man's stories. She was the heart of this place. Later, the shelter's manager, a kind woman named Sarah, sat down with them. "You know," she told Liam, "Alara's been our rock. Her parents were volunteers here before they passed away. She could have gone into foster care, but she chose to stay, to continue their work. She's raised more money for this place and brought more joy than anyone. All those old clothes she wears? They're donations she insists on wearing so the newer clothes can go to the kids. Every penny she earns from her part-time job goes right back into the shelter." Liam felt a profound sense of shame wash over him. His judgments, his cruel words, they were all based on a shallow understanding of wealth. He saw true richness now, not in money, but in Alara's compassion and selflessness. Their project on local heroes had found its subject. They told Alara's story, not just of her life at the shelter, but of her incredible spirit. The presentation left the entire class, including the teacher, speechless. For the first time, people saw the real Alara. The teasing stopped, replaced by a quiet respect. Liam learned a lesson that day he would never forget: a person's worth is not measured by their possessions, but by the size of their heart. And in that regard, Alara was the wealthiest person he had ever known.